quick sip of water, and then we're going to move on, okay? All right. Okay. So my students in the audience, I would like to get to know you very quickly. We're going to do a name, where are you from, and a fun fact, okay? So if you can take 10 seconds to think about that, name, fun fact, and where are you from, okay? Couple of seconds. And I'm going to start. So my name is Kara. I am from Boston in the United States, but I currently live in Lima, Peru. And a fun fact about me is I am obsessed with avocados. I eat avocados every day, absolutely obsessed with them. I know in Mexico they're incredible. Here in Peru, they're amazing. So that is my fun fact. Can I have a student? May I ask Isabella, can you start and introduce yourself?
Yeah, gladly. I'm Isabella. I'm from Mexico City. I'm not sure what could be a fun fact about me. I mean, I'm currently hyperfixated in clowns, so I think that could be it. Since I'm with you in avocados. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. How about, can I have another student? It's a little hard to see. Can I have another student just unmute?
Well, hello, I'm Clara Mendoza. Sorry, I'm in a school, and so it's
No
crazy
worries.
here. I'm Clara Mendoza. I'm a secondary teacher. A fun fact is that I love to play video games. Every time I do like to play video games at any moment.
Incredible. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for sharing. Who else would like to share? I'm unable to see other students. Regina?
Yes. Hi everyone. So my name is Regina. I am from Toluca, well, from Mexico State. And the fun fact is that I like learning any kind of language. Like it doesn't matter if it's Asian or European. I don't care, but I love learning like new languages. So yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Can I have another student introduce themselves? Teachers, I might need your help. I am unable to see any students.
No worries, Cara. I think Pablo Soblero, can you present
Alex
yourself?
is also there.
Well,
Yeah.
hello, my name is Pablo Sampieri. I am from the city of Mexico. Well, yeah. And well, a fun fact about me is that I also like to play video games.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Pablo. Great. Can we have one more person share? It can be a student or a teacher.
I'll do it. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm James. I'm from the UK, but I live in Mexico. I work with teacher Clara Mendoza too. And a fun fact about me is I can unicycle.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing, James. Okay, so we've gotten to know some folks in the room. And now I kind of want to talk a little bit more about voices and bodies and how that is so essential to be loose and warm when we're performing and we're getting ready to tell a story on stage, right? So when we perform musical theater, we're going to communicate with our audience and tell a story. We need our audience to hear very clearly what we're trying to say. So we are going to use diction, which is enunciating and speaking very clearly. Okay, so can I have everybody turn their microphones on? Everybody, please turn your microphones on. We're going to go through a few warming up exercises to get our voices ready to tell a story, okay? So repeat after me. Ba 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 ba.
Ba 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 ba
Last one, ra 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 ra. Amazing. I'm loving what I'm hearing. Okay, repeat after me. To sit in solemn silence.
To sit
Sit
in
in
silence.
solemn
silence.
On a dull, dark dock.
On a
Dull,
dark dock.
In a pestilential prison.
In a
In a
pestilential
prison.
With a light long lock.
With a
Long lock.
Awaiting the sensation.
Awaiting the
Awaiting
Waiting
the
the
sensation
Of a short, sharp shock.
of a
Of
Of
a
a
short,
short,
sharp
sharp
So is it clear why I'm doing this? Does it feel weird to make your mouth do that? You're enunciating every single consonant. It feels a little weird, right? But that is what is needed when we are on stage and performing, and we want to reach that person at the very back of the audience and have them understand everything that's coming out of our mouth. Okay, I'm going to do two more. Repeat after me. A proper copper coffee pot.
A
proper
coffee
pot.
coffee pot.
Again, we're going to do it a little bit faster. A proper copper coffee pot.
A
proper
coffee
coffee
pot.
One more time faster. A proper copper coffee pot.
A
proper
coffee pot.
Okay, I'm hearing a little gibberish. I'm hearing some words. It's okay. It doesn't matter. We're getting there. Okay, one more. 6 slippery snails.
Six slippery
snails.
Slid silently.
Slid
Silently.
6 slippery snails slid silently.
Six
slippery
snails
slid silently.
One more time. 6 slippery snails slid silently.
Six
slippery
snails
silently.
Great. Everybody stretch their faces super wide. Eyes are super big. Eyebrows are super high. Get that mouth super big. And then scrunch it like a prune. Like really, really scrunch it. Tighter, 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 tighter. Great. Let it go. And just move your mouth around. Move your face around. Warm everything up. Your face muscles are getting warm. And now we're closer, but not quite there. We're getting ready to present, okay? When we're integrating singing into our performance, we also need to warm up our voices. So just to get our neck and shoulder, which carry a lot of tension, to get it loose, we're just gonna do some neck rolls. So everybody slowly roll your neck, really, really slowly in one direction. And then to the other. Great. We're going to roll our shoulders forward. Get that moving. And then we're going to go back. And now we're going to yawn all together. We're just going to do a big yawn. It's just going to be like, ah, do that.
Wow.
Really go for it. This is about being silly and big. Yawn. Ah. Good. One more time. I want to really hear it. Do it. Great. Amazing. The next thing is, has anybody ever taken a voice lesson before? I see some nods. I see some. Okay. What we want to distinguish in our bodies, in our vocal register, is the difference between our chest voice and our head voice. So when I speak like this, hey, you, I'm speaking from my chest. I can hear it reverberating from my chest. When I say this, hey, you, I'm speaking from my head. Does that make sense, the difference between the two? Yeah. So if I say, hey, you, can you repeat after me? Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Oh,
Hey, you. Good. I want everybody to do it one more time from my chest. Hey, you.
hey, you.
Hey, you.
Great. From my head.
you.
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Hey, you. Hey, you.
Amazing. And one more yawn. Ah.
Ah.
Okay, great. Great. So now our voices are activated. We are warm. And now we're going to build in a little bit of expression, a little bit of performance. I want you all to take no more than 15 seconds to find an object, like anywhere in your space, just one object. Don't think too hard about it, and bring it back. You have 15 seconds. Find an object, any object, bring it. 15 seconds. I'm seeing some great objects so far. 10 more seconds, find an object. Great. Amazing. Loving all of this. 5 seconds. Ooh, okay. Wow, I need an explanation for a lot of these. Okay, great. So I'm gonna have a couple of volunteers. Everybody can mute. You can mute yourself again. Please mute yourself. I'm going to have a couple of people quickly describe their object in just a few lines. So I'll start. I have this mug, this little mug. It's a beautifully little handcrafted mug, and I bought it in Brazil, and it means something very special to me. Okay, so that's what I want, just a few sentences. Can I have someone raise their hand and volunteer to describe their object? Who wants to start? James?
Yeah, I have this mosquito repellent, and like your mug, it also means something to me because I use it every day so the mosquitoes don't bite me, and I actually need to buy some more because it's a bit low. So
That is a James. I hear you. I appreciate you for sharing that. Thank you so much. Who's going to follow James? Who would like to describe their object to us? Isabella?
Maybe I can.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Adam from Mexico too. So I have this little star. So this is a star from one of my favorite decoration in Christmas. So I love Christmas, but it is a broken star that I found, and I keep it here on my desk because I love it.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Who else would like? I want 2 more volunteers.
Yeah, can I?
Yes.
This is an empty eggnog bottle. I usually drink water from it, but it's not alcoholic anymore.
I love that you saved it. Thank you so much for sharing. One more person. Yes, Clara.
Well, hello. This is my mask. It's my keychain. It's my Death Eater's keychain. I love it, and I use it all the time. I feel that I feel protected, even though he's like the bad guys. I don't know. It's like something right there. That's it.
Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. Okay, great. So we saw a few of your objects. The next version of this is we're going to create a tiny little performance. We need to sell our object to the people in this room, okay? We need to tell the story of this object in just a few sentences and express what we want our audience to feel, okay, when they look at this object. So for example, this, you have to buy this mug. This is a state-of-the-art, beautifully crafted mug. It is $15, half off, and it's perfect for any beverage of your choice. Please buy it, okay? We need you to sell your story, and I want you to speak with diction. We just warmed everything up with expression, okay? Take 15 seconds, and then I'd like a few volunteers to sell their object to the group and really convince us to buy it, okay? 15 seconds, think about it. Five more seconds. Really think about that sales pitch. Okay. Can I have a volunteer to begin to sell their object to the group? I'm going to call on James. Yes, James, sell us that mosquito repellent.
100%, you've got to buy this because one spray will last you for life. You'll never get bitten by these little critters again. Just one little puff, and then you're safe for the rest of your life.
Who believed James? Who wants to buy James's mosquito repellent? I do. That was pretty convincing. Amazing. Amazing performance, James. Thank you. Who would like to go next? I want a couple more volunteers. Alan, would you like to sell your object since you so beautifully presented it to us?
Sure, because yeah, of course. So you must buy this because this is not just a star, a broken star from my Christmas tree, I mean decoration. So this is also a magic wand. So and you can get it for only $99.
Only $99. All right, who wants to buy that? Anybody? I think we'll think about
It's
it,
too
right?
expensive.
And
It is a little expensive. It's a little on the high. Thank you so much for presenting that. I need at least one more person, one more. Oh, I'm so sorry. What was that, Alan? Oh, I think we had a little connection issue. But that was beautiful. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I was saying that it was a magic wand from Harry Potter movie. So you can use this again.
Yes, and okay, so that
works.
maybe makes it worth the $99. I agree. Okay, one more volunteer, one more brave soul. Who wants to do it? You got this. This is about taking risks. Yes.
Ale. Do you like chocolate? Because if you do, this is the ultimate, smoothly, most delicious chocolate in the world. With only 99 cents, you'll get to prove heaven, to try heaven in this chocolate.
Wow. I mean, how do you argue with that? I don't think you can argue with that. I think it's perfect. A perfect sell. Clara, did you want to go ahead and sell your object?
I did. I'm sorry.
No, please.
Can I?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, muggles from the world. I have this keychain that will protect you forever. It's a Death Eater mask. And if you have it with you, no one will attack you ever again. That's it. It's 20 pesos.
Bravo. Incredible. I would buy it. I think the majority of the group would buy it. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, everybody. Unfortunately, we have a very tight time, and so I'm going to hand you back over to Marielle. I hope that from this short little session, we were able to get our bodies, our faces, our voices kind of ready to perform something. And now Marielle is going to put together a little bit of a dance, a little bit of expression, and she'll have you perform a little bit of something. Okay. We're going to also hopefully have that music fixed. Here's Marielle.
Hello. All right, I was listening to you back there, and I think you're a wonderful performer. So I am very curious to see you perform right now on the dance. All right, so have you ever heard about Beetlejuice, the movie or the show? Oh, you like Beetlejuice. I'm seeing some excited nods. Okay, so we are going to do a quick choreo for a song called That Beautiful Sound. So very quick context about this song. Isabella, have you seen the show, the musical?
Only the movies, and I've heard a few of the musical numbers, but I haven't much. No.
No worries at all. I just was gonna ask you to like give us a little context about the song if you knew what it was about, but don't worry, I can cover it. The song, it's basically about, so if you have seen Beetlejuice, you know that Beetlejuice is a demon, right? And this demon wants to come to life again by asking people to say his name 3 times, right? And so the song is basically about how much he enjoys people's screaming and suffering and pain. I mean, this is a little dark, right? But we don't want to get in there. We just want to get in the performance aspect of the song, which is you are going to play little Beetlejuices. Like, think of it as mini minions. Have you seen Minions, the movie? I think you have, or at least you know what minions are. This little yellow creatures that are crazy. Okay, I want you to be those little crazy creatures. And so what we're gonna do is the following thing. We're gonna start off camera. This will be off stage, but let's imagine this is our stage, right? So we're gonna start off camera. And whenever I say 5, 6, 7, 8, you're gonna start entering like crazy, whatever that is. This is your acting choice. You need to be as silly and crazy as possible, okay? And then the choreo is gonna start, and I'm gonna start very quickly to teach the choreo because we have so little time. We're gonna enter, get to our place, and we're going to stop, like paralyzed, right? And then we have 4 counts to just jump, 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 okay? And our hands are gonna do this. So we're gonna start 5, 6, 7, stop. Okay, that's the beginning of our choreo. So we entered like crazy, come to our places, and we jump 5, 6, 7, 8. From here, we're going to do something very, very simple. So we're going to cross our left in front of the right, and we're just going to like unwhirl our body. Like if you were doing boom, boom. Yeah? Very simple. So we did the jumps, we get ready, we cross, we turn, and then guess what? We are going to do the pivot turn that you already learned at the very beginning of the session. We're only going to do 2 of them. We're going to step to the front and turn, and step to the front and turn. And then we're going to match that with a slide to the side and stop. Okay? Until there, makes sense? Do it with me so that you can like start putting it together on your heads, all right? So back again. We start like crazy, whatever you want to do. This is free, whatever you want, okay? You get to your place, and we're gonna 4 times jump. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're gonna cross. We're going to turn. We open our feet again, and we're gonna do the pivot turn. We go to the front and turn, front and turn, and we finalize with a slide to the right. So we slide and step. And then, since we moved a little bit off from the center, we're gonna just come back to the center and like this penguin. Imagine that you're a penguin that's walking like this, yeah? Remember, it's very silly, you're a crazy minion, right? So then you come back to the center, and guess what? We are going to add the other 2 steps that you learned. We're gonna do the jazz square 2 times, starting with the right in front, stepping back with the left, stepping out with the right, stepping to the front with the left. We repeat it again. We cross right in front, step back with the left, step back with the right, and then step to the front with the left. And then we are finishing very simple. We do a 3-step turn to the right. We step with the right, step with the left, step with the right, and we're gonna get electrocuted. So you have to act as if you just got electrocuted, like, and then you come back to the left, and that's it. That's the end of it. And we just made a choreo with all of the stuff that you already learned, okay? We're going to quickly review the second part, okay? So we finished the slide. We moved to the center one more time, and then the new part comes in, which is with the jazz square. So we start crossing right in front, stepping left back, right, out, left, front, cross, right, step, left, step, right, step, left. From here, we do the 3-step turn, electrocute, and 3-step turn to the left. And you can finish with the jump, you can finish with a weird pose, you can finish dancing like crazy. You're gonna listen to the music and understand what I'm talking about, okay? If you have any questions, feel free to ask. But we're going to do everything again from the top, yeah? To like match both parts together. And I'm gonna quickly ask Kara to grab my speaker that's over there, because I think with the speaker, we're gonna solve the music situation. Okay, so from the top, we are off screen, off stage, and I'm gonna count 5, 6, 7. You enter like crazy, like electrocuted, whatever you want. Just be as silly as possible. And then you come to your center, you stop, and then we start the jumpings. And 5, 6, 7, stop and cross, turn, jump out. We do the pivot, turn, We slide to the right, feet together, come back to the center, and we dash, square, cross, back, out, front. We do a 3-step turn to the right, 3-step turn, electrocute, and 3-step turn, and you can finish jumping or with a pose, or you still dance by your own, on your own. Yeah? I'm gonna show it with the music. Yeah? So that you understand the tempo and you have it? Okay. First, tell me if you can listen to this. Do you hear that sound? Beautiful sound. Do you hear it?
It's the sound.
Is it better than before?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna put the music, yeah, and I'm gonna show you how it goes. It's gonna be a little crazy, but that's the point. I'm gonna go off stage now.
All we want to do is hear that sound. All we want to do is hear that sound. All we want to do is hear that sound. All we want to do is hear that sound. All we want to do is hear that sound. All we want to do is hear that sound. All we want to do is hear that sound. All we want to do is hear that sound. There, yeah, yeah. Lydia, watch this. Hey, nice moves, Lydia.
So, oh my God, a lot of jumping. You're not seeing my face, but you have to engage your face as well. When we're dancing, it's not only about our bodies, it's also about our facial expressions, right? So if we're talking about a crazy minion, a crazy Beetlejuice, a crazy demon, I want you to find a facial expressions that you feel comfortable with. Maybe it can be like that, and maybe it can be like that. Whatever you want. You already warmed up your face correctly. So we're gonna try it one more time together, and then I would like to see you dancing. And if you forget about the choreo, I'm gonna give you a tip that I give to all of my students. Fake it till you make it. You forgot a step. Nobody knows what the choreo is about. So maybe they will think that it's intentional and that it's part of the show. Commit to that mistake and don't drop your character. You keep looking like crazy. You're not doing the choreo. Doesn't matter. You're still in your character. Yeah? Okay, we're going to give it a shot one more time. Oh, Isabella, you have a question? No? Okay, great. All good. Let's go. Everybody get off stage.
Sweetest noise in town. Beautiful sound. Hey, you know what makes this even more awesome? More people. All we want to do is hear that sound. All we want to do is hear that sound. All we want to do is hear that sound. All we want to do is hear that sound. All we want to do is hear that sound. All we want to do is hear that sound. All we want to do is hear that sound. All we want to do is hear that sound. Nice moves, Lydia.
Okay. Oh, I see Ali. She's enjoying this. Okay. Are you ready to do it without me? This is a closing of this. Okay, performers, get ready. Everybody off stage. Give me your best silly performance and your best facial expression.
You know what would make this even more awesome?
What?
More.
And you enter.
Hear that sound. All we want to do is hear that sound.
Yes.
All we want to do is hear that
All right. You're going wild. Good job. Yes, you're crazy. You're a demon. And then you stop it. And now you jump it. You cry. Fever turns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide. Come back to the center see you perform on stage. Okay, people, I hope you really enjoy that. This is just a fraction of this choreo. This is a choreo that we actually did in Lima, and it's like the most exhausting choreo I've ever choreographed and the most exhausting choreo our students have ever done. So this is just a fraction of it, but you did such a great job. I'm gonna grab my seat.
Hi. So how's everybody feeling? Is everybody exhausted? I really hope that you enjoyed this tiny little masterclass. I know that we're going to have students move to a separate room, but I just want to thank you for your participation and really just giving your 100%. Really, performance and musical theater is just about putting yourself out there and taking risks and being big and letting go. And I hope that you took some of that with you. And I'll turn it over to Ale. And yeah, thank you so much for being with us.
That was tiring and super fun as well. So from now in the session, the students from Kinich will move to another room, and professors, teachers, educators, and students from the masterclass, parents are also welcome if you want to stay to the conversation. We'll stay in this room to have a brief conversation about what we just did. And before we leave the room, I would like Chris to share a little bit about how we use the arts in Kinich, and then we move to the second part.
Hi, I'm exhausted. I give it all. Okay. So, wait. Since 2020 here at Kinich, we have had 18 sessions where we have present this type of small sketches and plays, like we perform and even dramatize some moments when we present our work to the parents and the whole educational community. And we change the format and explore more interesting narratives to make it more entertaining and fun and playful. And we believe that art is part of the solution to global problems. And through projects like art installations, guerrilla theater, and various other initiatives, we generate awareness, understanding, and also action. We have very artistic group of students. I don't know if they are here. Turn on your cameras, guys. I really want Spotlight team be able to actually see you there. For example, Isabella, she's an incredible artist, makes impressive drawings, and she's a good singer. She has a very clear voice for narrating. So Jose Miguel, who is not able to be here, but his mom was here. He does theater and sings. Pablo, he's not afraid of anything. He's fearless, and he loves to participate, to speak in front of an audience. He's really good at entertaining people. Regina, are you there? Yes, I can see you. She's disciplined, she's dedicated, she has a really good memory, she acts, and also she can sing. Alex, he sings and he's very talented at drawing, and he seems to be shy, but he's so creative and can be really funny too. Also, Hera, he sometimes feels shy, or he's not always willing to participate, but when he does it, he does it very well, and he's very funny. And as coaches, we also integrate ourselves to all of the sessions. My colleagues are equally participative in acting, singing, dancing, drawing, painting, and writing. So we can see ourselves as a team, and we trust in what we are creating together. One might think that being a virtual school makes social interaction complicated. But number one, we know each other because we had opportunities to meet in person. And number two, we know each other because we interact daily and have these meaningful conversations with everyone. So When I wanted to do theater, because I love performing arts, it seemed like a little complicated task, but we became experts on Zoom. We learned to click hide non-video participant and those kind of things, to turn on and off the cameras and use science objects like color papers. Like in the absence of a stage, we had to be really creative to achieve different levels and rhythms and speeds through a video call. So we have created virtual museums, also a musical theater, a Mexican musical that it's called Que Planton. We have created blogs, videos, like we acted, sung, and even danced. And since this project began, we have also this openings and wrap up moments, like from 10 to 15 minutes. So it's like a little similar of what Cara you were doing with go and pick an object. And those many activities are related to or directly involve theatrical exercises, along with our understanding, our emotions, with educating ourselves on social emotional skills. Theater has allowed us to know each other better as an educational community, overcome fears, embrace nerves, and also to listen to each other, because we believe that the way we can solve problems is that way, listen to each other and together.
Thank you very much, Chris. Now we will start with the second stage of this conversation. Students, you are invited to go to your link where you take your classes normally. Thank you very much for being here. Bella, Regina, I saw Alejandro, Pablo. Yes, and no, Jose Miguel wasn't here. Okay, so thank you very much for being here. Okay, so now, educators in the room, some parents, thank you for staying. You are welcome to this conversation as well. We will be discussing a bit briefly the methodology and what a Spotlight does normally with this type of dynamics to teach and the language acquisition of the students. Cara, Mariel, Bumi, the mic is yours again.
Thank you so much. And thank you everybody for joining us today. I hope that was fun. I'm sure it was exhausting. It's always exhausting for us, but it picks up our energy. So I just want to quickly introduce our team. So we have obviously Marielle here, who is our lead teacher and choreographer here in Lima. We have Bumi, who is our Chief Growth Officer and English Language Learning Specialist. She's right now in Seattle and comes between Seattle and Peru. And our goal at Spotlight is really to provide English language acquisition and soft skill development through the performing arts. We have a base site here in Lima, Peru, and a nonprofit in the US. We've also operated boot camps in Cusco, Peru, and in parts of Brazil. We have local teaching artists and artists in residence who come from Broadway to work with our students on their performance skills. And I founded Spotlight because theater really allows for a type of enrichment education that I have found really accelerates learning outside of the traditional classroom. Our students are so passionate about the arts that they almost forget that they're building these essential skills, like advancing their language fluency and learning presentation skills and collaboration skills, among many others. So we really believe in the methodology. And I think I'd just like to open it up if anybody has any specific questions. Yeah, I'd love to open it up. And if not, that's also okay.
I want to ask something, Cara, because I thought it was just brilliant how to teach the students this thing about the pronunciation. Sometimes us that speak English as a second language is like super important for pronunciation. And I just want to know, in a like a Spotlight does this on a daily basis with students. Is it just a course, a short course about this, or is it that you put on shows and plays with the students in English? What is that? How you do it?
Yeah, I'll start and then I'll have Boomy jump in maybe about the language piece. But we have various types of programming here in Lima. We have 1 month courses, we have 2 month courses, we have 4 to 5 month courses. And I think it's kind of based on what is the trajectory of the student. We believe in immersion. So language immersion to us is the most effective way to quickly catch on to a language. So we really do encourage that lengthy program where the students are working with us like 10 to 12 hours per week. It is fully in English. You know, we do have bilingual instructors, but our job is to really make it so that the students are constantly speaking in English, working on their pronunciation, as you mentioned, and they do put on a full length, our more advanced students put on a full length presentation fully in English. Boomy, I don't know if you want to add anything to that.
Yeah, and then just in general, I think our philosophy is making learning so fun, and that's truly where the innovation in our approach lies. So as Aleo introduced me, I did work in a very traditional classroom. I taught English the very traditional way, and like grammar and structure and repetition and vocabulary, and Spotlight turns all of that on its head. And what we do is just like, hey, we have a context here, we have a story to tell. Now, how can we build the vocabulary on that? And we're just doing daily activities. So warm-ups integrate a lot of the vocabulary and pronunciation. And then whenever we have a story, we use that story to teach new vocabulary and fluency as students are coming in. So it's more, they don't realize they're learning. And it is happening very consistently and in a very fun way. And we've realized that students are more bought into and want to learn something new, and especially a language, a second language, which can be very tricky. They just, yeah, they're just not even realizing. And then we see just in the 4-month programs, like students coming in with fluency kind of issues and stuff. And by the end, like putting a show 6 times in front of a live audience in English is just mind blowing for us. So that's kind of our approach and philosophy.
Thank you very much.
So the courses are online only?
No, so
No?
actually, pretty much all of our courses right now are based in Lima, Peru. We do boot camps, we do travel, we have like a traveling team. So we sometimes go into schools and create 2-week workshops where we put together like kind of a mini version of what we do in Lima. And actually that has churned out some unbelievable results because it's quick immersion. It's like maybe 4 to 5 hours every single day. And it's unbelievable how students really go from A to B so quickly. We see like a big physical change in our kids. So some kids are very timid, they kind of are inward. And by the end of our workshop, our goal is to have them be, you know, very present on stage, standing tall with confidence and speaking, you know, again, with as much fluency as we can give them in that time frame.
Okay, thank you. So are these on summer?
It's actually year round. It's all year round. We just have different schedules depending on the season.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
Iracema has a question.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Iracema Modesto, and I have a question for Cara and another for Marielle. For Cara, what are some of the key benefits you have observed in students who regularly engage in choreography and performing arts? And for Marielle, what main advice would you give to teacher who wants to incorporate more performing arts into their curriculum, but have limited experience?
Thank you so much for that question. And I'll tag team this with Boomy, that first one. So I think that there are so many benefits. I think we've been really studying and understanding the benefits of arts education. I think the first thing I would say is just expression and really coming to the classes ready to be vulnerable. I think in a traditional classroom, it's not like we're necessarily giving the space for, it depends on the subject, I suppose, but the critical thinking skills that are involved in putting yourself into a different character. I think that the idea of taking on the life of another person, it increases so many different skill sets that one maybe wouldn't find in exercises in other classes. I think the benefits of, like, the more you present, it's so vulnerable to stand on stage and sing and dance and act. And I think the more we see our students do that, the more we see them excel in other areas of their life, like at school, in the workplace, presenting, collaborating. A lot of those soft skills develop really quickly. Boomy, do you want to add to the benefits?
Yeah, absolutely. I will also say the more, like, something that we're noticing right now, especially post-pandemic, is how to get students in a community, how to get them outside of kind of like a digital device space, but also, and it doesn't have to be physically in person, right? Like even with Kinich's model of having an online school, but then creating that intentional community can be so helpful for students, especially as there is a global mental health crisis, to really bring students together and give them a sense of belonging and joy in a way that some classrooms are not able to provide for students right now. So that's kind of one aspect of it. The other thing I will say, and Kara mentioned this as well, I think that there are benefits to just having students find their own voice and presence through performing arts, like really understand what they're truly capable of, because that then translates as they go out into the world and interact with other people. If they have the skills of like empathy or like just, just the soft skills that musical theater just provides, we do believe that that then helps them just succeed in any job that they take, in any kind of like personal situation that they have. So I think there are both technical benefits, of course, if they want to pursue performing arts, we develop those skills, but then there are so many kind of like added benefits that are almost hidden and they don't realize it, but there is so much science now that's coming out to back that up as well. Yeah. And then Marielle, over to you for the other question.
Well, I think that something that performing arts has is that it's very adaptable to whatever you want to do. I think adding games or performance activities in a classroom really would make the students feel like they're engaged, or they're physically motivated, or they are having something fun to start with the class so that they can later be more present in it. I think what I would advise, what I would say is that acting games are very, very much adaptable to any subject in general, because you can quickly just, it's all about changing the subject of the exercise that you're doing. There are so many what is it called, like there are two-line exercises in which you engage, encourage them to talk to each other, to play around with vocal intentions. There are also to improvise. I think when you put students on the spot, sometimes they're going to feel very shy about it, or they're going to feel like uncomfortable at first, but you're going to like slowly see that they will end up enjoying it. And like when you set the precedent at the very beginning of the class with joy, I think the rest of it just moves like smoothly, and they start like paying more attention. And we've seen this before, like we've seen other teachers develop that in different subjects and other schools, and they really work. And there are very, very simple games such as Zip Zap Zob, Heads Up, Heads Down, Human Machines. And these games maybe won't necessarily have to do with the subject it's that you're teaching in the moment, but just given opportunities in the classroom to have mini icebreaker games of 5 to 10 minutes in between sections of the class, maybe at the beginning, maybe at the end, maybe in the middle. I think it really helps gets the class moving very armoniosamente. And And with dance, I think the good thing about dance is that it makes them get out of their comfort zone, and it basically prepares them physically and mentally for whatever the class has to offer the rest of the day. So you can literally just do silly games such as entering as a specific character. Maybe if you're teaching English, I think English has a lot of like dialogue exercises that you can quickly turn into as a scene that they have to perform, that they have to wear an outfit or things like that. So you make it, you just involve very little aspects of performance in whatever you're doing, even if it's just enunciating as a character, or maybe having an object on their hands, or maybe just dancing before they have to do like an exposition. I don't know. I feel like there are so many creative ways to do it. I feel like, I mean, there are many exercises out there that you can later just apply into your subject. I think the hard thing about this is that you have to be very creative about, okay, how am I integrating these two things together? But it's totally possible and it's adaptable. So that's really good. I don't know if Bumi has something to add on to that.
No, this is great. Yeah.
I think Angie, you have a question?
Yes, I have a question. Do you have any brochure where we can check out the things that you offer?
Yeah, we can absolutely send Ale material to maybe then be sent to teachers and parents. So absolutely, we will send that material your way for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Any last questions?
Or comment? I think there's not
Yes.
Manu. Yes, okay.
Yes, as Chris mentioned before me, in Kinich we have seen many changes through performing arts. The confidence in the kids increases, and with that they try more. You can cultivate the growth mindset among many other things. So I really appreciate what you guys do, and see the importance of it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And yes, it seems like you guys have a wonderful head of department, and I'm sure that it really helps the kids in such a holistic way. So we are big supporters.
Excellent. Then, if there is no other question or comment, I will start to thank you for being here, Cara, Mariel, Bumi. It was super fun, and I'm sure we learned a lot about these techniques and how to incorporate this type of exercises in our own classes, online and in person. Thank you very much for your time. I think that's it for today. If you want to add something, Cara, Mariel, Bumi.
No,
I think
just
there's a question,
Oh, go
maybe.
ahead, yes.
Sorry, from Mercedes.
Yeah, sorry, no, it's not a question. No, I think both you're great, and what you're doing is amazing. I think in my other life, I would love to be like a drama actress or something like that, but sometimes I'm too shy. But now I wanted to say, Ale, if you could please smile for a picture. Yes. Okay.
Sure.
So sorry, but I want to keep this because that was amazing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to take another one, please. Smile. Big smile. Perfect. Thank you very much, and congratulations. It's amazing what you're doing.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate, just thank you to Kinich, all the staff. Thank you for inviting us. We just really appreciate being here. We love what we do, and in any way, that we can share it, we will. So feel free to follow up with us. Again, Ale has our information, and I hope to see you all soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone. See you soon.
Thank you.
And I'll send the information over and also the invitation for the next masterclass. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.